All right, everyone. So today I wanted to answer a question that I think a lot of people are going to have over the next few weeks, and that is what to do with your Part 2 SSR tickets when you get them. Do you pull them right away or do you save them for later? And I wanted to give you guys some information that'll hopefully help you answer this question a lot easier, as well as tell you guys what I'm going to do with my Part 2 SSR tickets when I get them. So let's head over to the actual draw window, the summon window, whatever you want to call it here, and let's head over to the part where you use your tickets. So we've got the Part 1 one right here and the Part 2 one. So if we actually take a look at the rates, you'll notice that we don't really have a lot of units on the Part 2 banner right now, and that's actually really important. And what that means is if you see somebody on this banner that you really want, or you really want more copies of, this is the time to use your tickets, because as they add more and more units to the Part 2 banner, then the chances of getting a particular unit that you are looking for is going to get lower and lower, because obviously they have to keep it at 100%, right? We've got 9 units on the banner right now, so you have a little over 11% chance to get a particular unit. But you know, when they add the 10th unit, which is going to be, should be Blue Melascular, right? Because her banner is going to go away at the end of this week. And when her banner goes away, even though there's 2 of them on this banner, I believe the red one is a coin shop unit, the blue one should get added to the regular summoning pool, and she's Part 2. So now you're going to have 10 units, and the chances of getting everything is now going to go from a little over 11% to 10%, right? And this is just going to keep happening as more and more units are added to the game. The exact same thing is going to happen with Red King, except instead of in 1 week, his banner ends in 2 weeks, right? The 14th. So, you know, then there's going to be another unit in the Part 2 banner, and now your chances of getting somebody in particular is going to be, you know, something like 9% instead of 10%, and it just keeps getting lower and lower as more and more units get added. So, knowing that and keeping that in mind, if there's a particular unit here like Escanor and Blue Demon Meliodas, I think those are the 2 examples of units that I would say most people probably want or want more copies of from the Part 2 banner. And if you fall into one of those categories where you want Escanor, Blue Demon Meliodas, or more copies of them, and you want the best chance to get them, then I would say right now, use your tickets. Even if it's not Escanor or Blue Demon Meliodas, if it's somebody else on the banner, either way, everybody on the banner is going to have their chance decreased as more units are actually added to the game. So that's going to put you in the category of people of use your tickets when you get them. Now the category of, do I save my tickets? Do I use them later on? And I wanted to actually show you guys this image right here that will tell you, we've got the Part 1 banner on the left, which is complete now, right? So we've got all the units on the Part 1 banner, so the chances of getting everyone is set in stone, 4.35%. It's going to stay that way, so now whenever you get your Part 1 tickets, you could just go ahead and use them when you want to, because the chances of getting certain units is no longer going to change. But the important part is the right here. So we've got all the units that the JP version has on the Part 2 banner, right? Now, the order might still be a little bit different. We don't know exactly when we're going to get certain units. I think this week was another reminder here that they definitely do things a bit strangely on Global in comparison to JP. We just got Red King. You can see here, going through the list, we do have Blue Demon Meliodas, Elihawk, Blue Elizabeth, Small Green Deanne. Red King right there is somebody who we don't actually have in the Part 2 banner yet, but it's because their regular banner is still out. So when his regular banner is out, he will be added to the actual Part 2 summons. Then we got Blue Merlin and Blue Galland. We do have those in the Part 2 banner. Escanor, of course, we have him. And Melascule. Melascule is kind of like the most important part of this list right here, because she is the next unit that should be added to the Part 2 summons, and her banner is going to be going away the soonest. And pretty much everything afterwards, not everything, because we have Death Pierce and Deldry. I believe they were in the Hawk Pass, because I don't think they thought that they could make them into their own banner. Probably not enough people would have summoned for it, so they decided to, you know, release them early in other aspects of the game. But besides that, pretty much everything else are units that we do not have yet that will be added to the Part 2 banner. So Monspeed, Gloxinia, Alat, Bellion, Esterosa, Darieri, Blue Arthur, Fraudrin, Zeratus, Zeldris, Matrona, and Droll. Now, obviously, a lot of the units at the very end it could very well be a long time before we get those units, but it also takes a long time to save up your Part 2 tickets. They are definitely not as common as the Part 1 tickets. You do not get them every single week from your, Elizabeth login. I think this is something that I feel like in a bad way I've gotten used to it, which is not good, but because, it's very generous for them to give out an SSR every single week. But this stays Part 1 tickets. It doesn't change to Part 2 tickets or anything like that. Generally speaking, the Part 2 tickets are more difficult and more rare than coming across the Part 1 tickets. So even though a lot of these units that you actually saw on that list right there, it could be many, many months before we see those units, you're probably not going to have as many of the Part 2 tickets saved up by then as you thought. You could not use Part 1 tickets as a comparison. So I think the first point that a lot of people are probably going to save up gems and tickets for is going to be, Derriere, Estarossa. We probably have Monspeed and Gloxinia coming out pretty soon, but I think in comparison, we're not going to see as many gem summons on those banners as some of the banners afterwards. I'm not saying they're bad or anything like that, but I've definitely heard a lot of people saving up for Derriere, for example. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to save my tickets, even though I would definitely not mind more copies of Escanor. I think I am still going to end up saving my tickets and try to use them when we get some of those banners in the future with units like, Derriere, Estarossa. I don't know if I'm going to have enough patience for some of the later units, like Zeldris. Could be a while before, we see units like that, but at least save for a couple of months and pull when we see some of those really big units actually come out. So, with the information that I provided, we've got two sides of the scale here. I'm not saying one is right or one is wrong at all, but hopefully the information that I shared with you guys today is going to help you guys answer this question a lot easier. So with that being said, that is going to be it for the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to leave a quick like as well. It means more than you could imagine, so thank you so much to all of you who decide to do that. And more Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen right about now, or in the suggested videos to your right or below. Feel free to check them out, but if not, until next time, take care everyone, and this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.